everybody. So I'm gonna start off by saying I'm super manic right now. So if this video is a little all over the place, just go with it. It's just my brain is working faster than I'd like it to, and is just kind of firing all over the place. So anyway, I'm on my way home from a doctor's appointment I had this morning for my sinuses. And I found something out pretty freaking interesting. So let me backtrack here. Start with yesterday. My mania has me all over the place, and I'm starting projects and not finishing them. And I started like 8 things yesterday around the house. I think I finished 2 of them, and all I wanted to do really was eat. For some reason, that just sounded the most comforting, the easiest thing to do. It is the easiest thing to do, is to eat, and it is comforting, but we have to remember that it's only comforting in the moment. It's not a fix. It's not a permanent comfort measure to be taken. So yesterday, during my wandering around the house for the 80th, millionth, 100,000th time, whatever, I decided at like 2 o'clock that I was like, you know what? I want brownies. I want fucking brownies. So I went to the store, got the gluten-free brownie mix, got some frosting, which the container said gluten-free, so that was exciting. So I got some frosting, and I went home, and the first thing I did was make the brownies. I wasted no time. And then I sat down. I ate almost the entire sheet or pan of brownies. My point to that is that I basically told myself that fighting my mania, fighting my weight loss goals, fighting my health conditions, all that stuff, just, it's not worth it. That fight's not worth it. I'm going to eat because it makes me feel better in the moment. And that's not true. The fight is totally worth it. The fight is totally worth it to get healthier, to feel better, to learn how to cope with anxiety, mania, depression, all that stuff. That fight is totally worth it. Don't ever forget that. I forgot that yesterday. I just basically said, fuck it, I don't give a shit, and I stuffed my face full of brownies. And did I feel good? In the moment, it felt great. It tasted wonderful. My tummy was happy. But 10-15 minutes later, when I was done eating, I was guilty. I felt guilty. And I was like, you know what? I just totally ignored all of the reasons why I'm on this journey. And that pissed me off more than my mania did. And the whole point of me eating was to cope with my mania. So it's like this vicious cycle. And it did absolutely nothing to benefit me, that eating those brownies. Absolutely nothing. And so I just want you to know that your fight, whatever your fight is, whatever you're trying to learn to cope with, whatever you're trying to deal with, whatever you're trying to do as far as like health goals or work goals or family goals, whatever, that fight for those goals, that fight, oh, we got cops up here, hold on, it looks like there might have been an accident or something. That fight is 100% worth it. Don't give up. Don't give in. You got this. I got this. We got this. Okay? And I forgot that yesterday. I forgot it. And so my goal now is to forget that. And to slow down. Even if I'm manic, I need to slow down, and I need to just take a minute to think, do I really need to eat those brownies to make the situation better? No, I don't. It's like I already know the answer to this question, but when I'm anxious or manic, I get tunnel visioned, and I need an extra few minutes to slow down and remember that answer. So I'm just going to be kind to myself about yesterday and stuffing my face with a pan of brownies. I'm just going to remember that shit happens, but I need to move forward from that. I can't dwell in it. I can't live in it. I need to move forward from it. So now my goal is to slow down, take an extra minute or two, think about what I really need to be doing to benefit the situation and to help myself out of whatever the situation is before stuffing my face. And traffic is stopped. Looks like we had some sort of an accident on the lake or before the lake. Anyway, so that brings me to today. I go into the ENT. I get chronic sinus infections, lots of them every year. And I go into the ENT, and we're talking about what steps we're going to take next to get some relief from the allergies and the sinus infections and whatnot. And they're looking over my med list, and it turns out, so they want to do skin testing, right? And she had said, she was like, well, we want to do the skin tests, and if you're severely allergic to something and it causes some anaphylaxis, we'll have to use epinephrine. But unfortunately, we can't do the skin test because you're on a beta blocker for blood pressure. And I was like, yeah, I am on a beta blocker for blood pressure. What does that have to do with the allergy testing? Well, it turns out that beta blockers are contraindicated with epinephrine. So it freaks me out just thinking about this, because if you already know, or if you don't know, I'm allergic to bees and carry an EpiPen. I did not realize that the blood pressure medication I've been on for 3+ years, 4+ years probably, has pretty much made my EpiPen useless. That's terrifying to me. If I'd been stung by a bee any of these last 3 or 4 summers, I would have been screwed because of the blood pressure medication I'm on. I had no idea. Not a single doctor brought any of this up to me when we were going over my meds or anything. So it freaked me out. It freaked me out. And I'm already manic and anxious, right? So there I am in the office crying, freaking out, like, oh my God, I could have died, or I'm going to die if I get stung by a bee, and blah, 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 you know, and of course that's just my tunnel vision, me not thinking clearly. It's an easy fix. I just call the doctor, make an appointment, fix my meds, whatever. But it made me so anxious that all I wanted to do was what? Eat! So I'm in this car for the last hour and a half, 2 hours, driving by all these drive-thrus, just telling myself I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. And now I'm on the lake and there's no drive-thrus anymore in the area, so I don't have that temptation. But I can honestly say that I almost stopped 3 or 4 times to go through a drive-through and get a bunch of junk food just to make myself feel better. But I can proudly say that I did not do that. I have not eaten anything. I'm waiting until I get home to make myself a nice chicken salad. But dang, that really spiked that anxiety, I can tell you that much. But it's an easy fix. So anyway, that's that. So it can be done. You can avoid food when you know you don't need it. You don't have to use food as a coping mechanism or a tool in your toolbox, your coping toolbox. You don't need food all the time. I just need to learn. I need to build that healthy relationship with food. So, and I think today was a good step in the right direction by not stopping at a drive-thru and eating to solve my anxiety. I just, after yesterday, I just, okay, I can't even think of any more words. So, yeah. So I guess the next big thing coming up is my surgery appointment on Thursday. That's coming up. I'm so excited. I think that is contributing a little bit to my mania because I'm very excited. I'm also trying not to get my hopes up, too high, because you never know. There might be something standing in my way. Some sort of an obstacle we have to overcome to proceed with surgery. So just meeting the doctor, though, just meeting the surgeon and getting my questions answered and getting all the information and the next steps and stuff, that's just exciting to me, to have this process getting started. And so I will definitely have another update for you on Thursday after that appointment. That's in the afternoon. So Thursday evening, I should have an update for you. I don't really think there's anything else to talk about. I just wanted to share with you that your health is worth fighting for every single day. And I feel like today I fought for it, by not going through drive-thrus and not, indulging in food I don't need when I've got perfectly good for me, healthy, fresh food at home, waiting for me. So I'm just going to finish the drive home and make my lunch when I get there. So fight for your health. Whatever the fight is, fight for it. Just remember what you're doing it for. Remember your goals. Remember your support system, and reach out if you ever need anything. So I will talk to you guys later.